Did you know that the CIA invested millions of dollars into researching mind reading? Which makes me think, what did they learn from all their experiments, and is there any truth to psychic abilities? During the Cold War, the CIA began Project Stargate, where they recruited people claiming to have extrasensory perception, which is basically everything from mind reading to spidey senses to remote viewing. Uri Geller was one of the most prominent psychics at the time. In one experiment performed by the CIA, they placed Geller in an isolated room and told him to draw the picture on the table that was in a separate room. He then drew essentially the same picture without ever seeing it physically. He successfully performed this experiment quite a few times actually. The most convincing picture was this grape bundle test, where both the hidden drawing and Geller's drawing both had 24 grapes on the bundle. Now this Geller character is pretty interesting. Under hypnosis, he said he was an extraterrestrial sent via spaceship 53,000 light years away. Then when asked again, he denied that he ever said that. Now ultimately, Project Stargate was a failure, and apparently it was unclear whether any paranormal phenomena was recorded for sure, and if there was some truth to being psychic, it wasn't of much use. Apparently there was a few statistical anomalies, but most of the time the intelligence was too vague and not very useful. But what do you think? Are psychics real? Is it just lucky guessing? Clever trickery? Let me know in the comments. And like and follow for more paranormal spooky stuff.
Bro, have you ever heard of this anime? The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi? Like, bro, I'm Haruhi. That's really how my life is, bro. Like, a dead giveaway is how I do divination.
Senpai notices you. Senpai cares about you. Senpai loves you. Oh, and like I heard this loud screaming sound like over and over and over again, like repeatedly, like every once a second. Was that an orb that just went by? Holy fuck. Yeah, but like that was some real skinwalker shit that I experienced.
In a reading? Well, we have with us tonight Mr. Rod Beal. Mr. Beal, you're a satisfied client of Maureen's, I understand. Is that correct?
Yes.
She did a reading for you not too long ago, which I understand you think is a very good reading.
Yes, she did.
A few simple questions, if I may. First of all, how long did the thing last, first of all, the reading?
About half an hour.
About half an hour. How many names, pardon me, did she give you during that period of half an hour?
Probably half a dozen.
About half a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
And did they all hit?
Not everyone.
How many
but
did
they
would
had
you
a
say?
similar sounding, like Doreen, Maureen, that type of thing.
Well, you were kind enough to give us a tape recording of that reading done by Maureen Flynn for you. And for your information, during your reading, Maureen Flynn tried these names, and they are on the tape of the reading that you're referring to. Alan, Alfred, Alice, Ann, Bill, Charlie, Colin, Connie, David, Derek, Eileen, Ellen, Flory, Frank, Fred, George, Jim, Joe, John, Karen, Catherine, Kevin, Lillian, Lisa, Liz, Lynn, Mark, Mary, May, Michael, Rob, Ron, Shirley, Sydney, Stanley, Sid, and Steve. That's 37 names, and she also asked you if you could connect with any name beginning with an N or an L, and you could not do so. Now, in the ones that were accepted, and you did accept 9 of the 37 that were given, these were some of the categories: a son, a lodger, a brother, a nephew, an adopted nephew, a grandfather, a fellow worker, a cousin, and the neighbor's dog. Now,
That's right out of context.
I'm sorry?
Right out of context.
We have a
Copy of it.
transcript of it right here, sir, and you may have that transcript to refer to it, and the names, I think, are outlined there, all 37 of them.
You can analyze anything. You can analyze Encyclopedia Britannica. Mr. Beale is here because he felt that what he actually got on that tape made sense to him.
That whole fucking thing with Manson was a CIA psyop.
Oh, yeah.
He was a part of all that MK Ultra LSD studies.
Yeah, it's
They were
crazy.
letting him out of jail. He was getting arrested, and then they would go to the people that arrested him and go, no, let him go. and they would have to let him go. And these sheriffs were like, it's above my pay grade. And they had to let him go. And he was connected to a bunch of different robberies and shit. He was on parole. He should have been locked up. Jolly West visited him in jail. It's documented they visited him in jail. And he was a part of their program. They would take people, especially people that were charismatic, and teach them how to use psychedelics to influence people.
I love China. Super idol the channel. Don't need the channel by a channel. Don't need yo young. Yeah, I pay oh the need the teaching to the channel will sway. 你不知道你不可爱，你好快下笑着站起来。你从来就不想要习惯，怎么现在就一直不停更改？激动你对我说不怕有了谁，反就让我累。勇敢配出你的梦想，那天明的梦呀。Super idol the channel， don't need the 钱百钱我只要用， don't need 有用，要一辈子我不的你，滴滴清楚的钱流水。